The beloved British drama series Call the Midwife has already enjoyed an impressive 13-season run on the air thus far, and it has been renewed for season 14. Debuting in 2012 and based on the memoirs of Heidi Thomas, Call the Midwife centers on the dramatic, humorous, and heartfelt world of midwifery starting in the 1950s era of London's East End. Moving forward through time in its near decade and a half on the air, Call the Midwife puts the characters first and delivers a cozy and enjoyable experience year after year. Shows like Call the Midwife become popular staples because they are so wholesome, and they offer a respite from the more dramatic offerings of modern TV. That's not to say Call the Midwife is totally devoid of substance, and it often tackles the difficult issues of the day that are still relevant in the modern world as well. One true test of the show's strength is that it has seen a bevy of cast changes over the years, and yet the viewership has only increased as it enters the pantheon of TV institutions. Fortunately for fans, Call the Midwife Season 14's fate is already secured. Call the Midwife Season 14 latest news. A two-part holiday special is coming soon. Trixie, Helen George, speaks to the board while the nuns and midwives of Nonotus look on in Call the Midwife. With work plugging away behind the scenes throughout 2024, the latest news confirms that the latest Call the Midwife Christmas special will break from tradition. As reported first by the BBC, it has now been confirmed that Season 14 will kick off with not one, but two special Christmas-themed episodes in late 2024. Instead of the usual 90-minute episode, the beloved holiday tradition has been expanded to two 60-minute episodes that will include a cliffhanger in the middle. Call the Midwife Season 14 is confirmed. Call the Midwife is renewed through Season 15. Patsy, Delia, Barbara, Trixie and Phyllis sit on the steps in Call the Midwife. Fortunately for fans of the long-running British dramedy, Call the Midwife is renewed for Season 14 and 15. The move was a no-brainer for the BBC, and the series continues to draw in massive viewership numbers year after year. The fate of the show beyond Season 15 isn't decided yet, but there's little doubt that Call the Midwife will continue past 2026. Work plugged away throughout 2024, and though the official start date for Season 14 hasn't been revealed, the season will unofficially start with the debut of the Christmas specials on December 25, 2024. The 8-episode new season is expected in the early months of 2025, with January being the most likely. Every season, save for the COVID-19 pandemic-affected Season 10, has arrived in January, and has concluded in February or March. Call the Midwife Season 14 cast. Will Trixie and Matthew return? The cast of Call the Midwife is always large, and there have been many departures over the years, both expected and entirely shocking. Season 14's cast will contain many of the same familiar faces that fans have known for years, but a few returns are up in the air. Perhaps the two returns that are least certain are those of Helen George as Trixie and Ollie Ricks as Matthew Aylward, since the latter decided to head to the United States to make a name for himself. Trixie's love for Matthew might carry her across the pond, taking her away from Call the Midwife. However, it has been confirmed she will return, though exact story details won't be revealed until newest season actually airs. It is known that Call the Midwife is poised to enter its third decade. While the Christmas special will be set during the holiday season of 1969, Season 14 proper will enter the groovy 70s and likely introduce all of the rising social strife that comes with it. Economic disparity was high in 1970s England, and Call the Midwife Season 14 will probably not shy away from tackling the austerity era. On a more personal level, Season 13's shocking conclusion involving Trixie and Matthew is bound to have fallout for the other characters, and it's not entirely clear if they are gone for good. What happens between the couple might make up the bulk of the new season, or they might step away for a while as they try their hand at the American dream.